We are here and we are ready to go. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's good to see you all. Hello. TJ, who had arrived before I even started stream. Congrats on that, TJ. Raven, congrats on your 120 stream streak. Let's see here. Fuzzy Elk and Raven, congrats on being the first ones to arrive. Hello, Jen. Sorry you can't stick around. Oh, Leah, not Fuzzy Elk, obviously. Yeah. Understandable. You don't want to get spoiled. Hello, Diana. It's lovely to see you. And yeah, you all are excited. Whole Queen, welcome in. I have never played this game before. I have seen a few little hints here and there on kind of how it works. I know it's kind of like a roguelike dungeon builder sort of game. Obviously, it's more like a house builder, but and I don't think I remember any spoilers for like actual solving of puzzles. So I think we're going to be okay on that front. I have seen the final room, but I have no idea how they got there. And I don't remember what was in it. So I think we'll be okay on that too. Because I watched a speedrun, but like I didn't understand what was going on 90% of the time, and I don't remember any of it. So I think we'll be okay. Hi, Moxie. Welcome in. And from what I've heard, the final room is not the final room. So I think there's plenty that I have not been spoiled on. Starry Jen, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You started your first playthrough yesterday. Sweet. Okay. Let's see how this looks. I probably should open the game. That seems like a good idea. I can't figure out how to turn off the music. I might need to work on that. So we might need to just turn off our background music and go with the music that's in game. I think that's what we're going to do. Started curse mode. What on earth is curse mode? Actually, don't tell me that. I guess I'll find out at some point. That does sound terrifying, though. Hi, Chaco Pain. Welcome in. Congrats on your 10 stream streak. I will not be telling you, yes. Please, even if I ask questions, don't answer them sometimes if it's going to give me spoilers. Okay, so for the volume settings in this game, it looks like you just kind of have a slider. I've gotten to this screen, and this is as far as I've gotten. Do you have a notepad? I have a Google Doc. I've been told by Grace and a few others actually that it's going to be useful to be able to post pictures or like screen grab pictures and put them in places. So I think this will be the best way to do it. Yeah. So these are my blueprints notes. Game. So yes, we will be coming back here many times to figure stuff out, I believe. Okay. Excite! Yes. I just associate the word excite with Rocky now. From Project Hail Mary. Blade has a spreadsheet. Ooh. I thought about doing it on a spreadsheet, but I feel like at least at first we're gonna just do just plain word notes. If I feel like I need a spreadsheet later, I will probably use that, but I don't know what to like make a spreadsheet out of yet is kind of the problem. All right. I press the new game button. Let's see what happens. Also, I have my window open. It's raining outside. Yeah, hell yeah, I messed up the title. It should be Blue Price. I hope my face is not in the wrong spot either. That might be a bit of a problem. We might need to figure that out. Did I say smell? What? No, in the wrong spot on the screen. What do you think I meant? Oh, honey, your face smells fine. Oh, Peter. I don't know if I can do a Lewis voice. Yeah, that was kind of what I was worried about. Like, I didn't know. Ooh, who's this handsome fellow?
I, Herbert S. Sinclair,
that was quick.
The Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last.
There's rain in the game, I think.
And hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by by me.
Dang.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and
Ooh,
interest
I'm Simon.
in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering
No
its
trouble?
whereabouts within a timely manner.
How about just a little trouble as a treat?
Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 19.
Hey, that's the year I was born.
Herbert S. Sinclair.
Grandnephew is not technically correct, right? I think it's technically third cousin, right? No, it would be more than that. Fourth cousin, once removed. Day 1. Why am I going backpacking? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh, okay. We took over. I don't know what the controls do. Can't take the cane. Can't sit in the seat. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. We start with 50. You'll be too tired to continue, and you must call it a day. Okay. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember me, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all of the details of my bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this as challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules for this commission covered... Ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside the house. Tools and items found in the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day. I mean, whatever. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, go where you want it to lead." With all my love and best wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Oh, okay. Hey, a blueprint. The Mount Holly blueprint. So by pressing tab, I can access my blueprint menu. I assume that's where I want to get to. I don't think it'll be so easy. Okay, I think that's everything we can do. No, not at all, Leah. Unless I specifically ask, then maybe, but even then I don't think so. This seems like a bad time to take a closet, but also 2 items sounds sweet. Got a die. When drafting, you may use the die to roll a new floor plan. Oh, that's a big thing. A metal detector. These are like relics. Yeah, and that costs 2 steps to go in there. Hey, Idol, welcome in. Congrats on your 200 stream streak. Hi, Ray, welcome in as well. Okay, we want to make our way north here. Plus 4 coins seems pretty good. There's a puzzle in the parlor. I don't know what 4 coins does, but I think this is maybe a good idea. There's also an apple here. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we might have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be more ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay, so 4 gold was the change. Oh, that's nice. From 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges? Is that relevant? Is that going to be part of a puzzle? I don't know. That seems like, since they highlighted it like this. Does that mean every time I go, maybe, that there will always be 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges somewhere? Yeah, don't confirm for me. I'm speaking aloud here. Alright, let's go this way. Whenever you enter this rune, gain 2 steps. What's stopping me from just, like, going in and out of it forever? I'm kind of confused. I guess it just doesn't do anything positive. It just means... Ocean, thank you for the 5 bits and welcome in. Okay, trunk is locked, which means we would need a key. So we'll remember that there's a key room here. I am confused because I was under the impression that that was... Oh, the closet! Ooh, I should look at my map more often. Oh, there's a thing here. Greetings from Reddington. It says Reddington and it's red colored, so I'm gonna guess that's relevant somehow. The closet blocked me on that side. So if I just like go in and out of here, I will never technically lose steps. Yeah, that doesn't really help at all. We know there's a key here, so we'll remember that. Let's try to make sure we don't lock ourselves out going this way. Hallway seems like a good choice. Oh, are the steps blocked? Ah, I can move that over. That's easy. There we go. I guess you can't see the names of the places either. I don't think that's the biggest deal in the world, though. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Is that like on a per run basis? What is the West Wing? Is that like on this side? Or is this way not even north? I don't know. Note gives us a key. That seems good. Hi, Nebula. Good old metal detector. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Uh-huh. Will not regret having it beside you on your journey. Yeah. Alright, let's open here first to see what we get. This requires a gem, which we do not have. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what the difference between these two things are. Other than this one comes with an extra benefit, so we're going to take this one, I guess. Hey, Nebula! I just got started, but it's been good so far. Grab a gem. There's also a coin on the ground. Lots of clocks, all set to the same time. I wonder if the time moves as I move through rooms. So it's currently set to... Gosh, I hate these clocks. 9:10? They all seem to be set to 9:10. That one actually is a little ahead of it, but... Oh no, they are moving currently. Just moving really slowly. Well, it's past 9:11 now. How is it moving when this isn't moving? It's a very interesting clock. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't remember any puzzle solutions. Oh, I tried to press map. Okay, we could go back to the bedroom because there was a locked thing in there. That's gonna cost a lot of steps, though. I think we just keep moving up this side here. How does the chapel... Oh, I see. Okay. I lose 1 gold every time I enter the chapel. I'm only at 5 gold. But it's literally the only way to move forward, so... Rip gold. Not seeing much here. It's possible like all of these things are clues, but I wouldn't even know where to like begin thinking about them as clues. A chef, a farmer, a what's that sport called with the horses? I think. He's just holding a back scratcher. They all say 5? Oh wait, this says 6 and this one says 4. 3, 2, 5, 7, 1. Okay. A back scratcher. It's Polo, right? I've never watched Polo before, but I think I recognize the uniform from it. A regular jockey. Okay. High Blade will come in. Well, this seems kind of important. So we might be doing notes for the first time here. Let's give this a heading 1. Seems like a good way of doing things. Stained glass pictures are numbered. And then probably just take pictures of them in order real quick here. Yeah, I'm taking screenshots. Hopefully I have my, Nope, I don't have it open. Give me 1 second here. Ah. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. It's making it hard to take pictures. It's going to be really big, but we can shrink them down a lot, I think. Yeah. All right, and then 2 was over here. It's going to take a while. Wait, you don't like the back scratcher, Angel? There we go. 3's right next to it. Okay. 4 is here. Thank you, Roman numeral training. Also, can we get a shout out for Blade? Blade is an amazing streamer here on Twitch and has, if you are interested in more late game and bingo related things or blueprints, Blade is your guy to check out. He's been working on that a lot. I have not watched it because I've been avoiding spoilers, but one day I will watch it. How are you doing today, by the way, Blade? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you can't jump. This will be fun. Hello? Ugh, there it goes. Okay. Sometimes it's really weird. Ah. And then 6. Wait a minute. There's one behind here. Doesn't look like it has a number, because that would be visible right there. Let's finish taking the pictures first. Seven was over here. Who is... got a scepter and a shield. Looks like a D&D character. Oh, yes. If you guys are curious on dealing with spoilers, I have made a channel in my Discord where people who have played the game or do not care about spoilers can chat about all the lovely things that I've missed. I'm sure there will be a lot. Ooh, this photo is a little more big. Okay. Oh wait, I gotta be careful to switch back here. Okay. That sure is nice to take a picture all the way up here. Looks like a mistletoe with black berries, kind of. Still has angel wings. Doesn't need to be very big. I can always make it bigger too, if I need to. This looks like Monument Valley. Huh. Yeah, thank you for shouting out, Blade. Hey, Bommy, welcome in. Oh, yeah. I just won't use... I mean, I'm not going to use Right with Gemini. I hope it's not going to do anything there. There's also a bishop here. Seems kind of random. Guess I'm going to be taking a lot more pictures now. Seems like a lot more of this stuff is relevant than I thought. Actually, hold on. Let's try a bigger picture here. I want to get this 3 in here because it is on like the right side here. So I get a sense of where it is in the room when I go back to look at this picture. Oh, how do you do that, Blade? I've done that before, but I've forgotten. View altar. I don't know. Coincidentally, me neither. Let me go ahead here and see if we can't. There's like a thing here called page setup. Yeah. Pageless. Huh. On the plus side, it's like gray. Can I like... I don't know how to move stuff then. Oh god. I don't know, this feels worse. How do I like format this at all now? You know what? I'm not gonna do that, I think. There we go. I think I'm okay with pages. It kind of gives me some way of doing it. At least like with the formatting, I have some ability to kind of control it. Yeah, I'm not gonna use Canva. I like Google Docs. I mean, it's missing some features, but like I've used it enough that I know how to use it. I guess that's kind of my way of dealing with it. All right. Anything else mysterious in this room? This entire altar just up front here doesn't seem to have anything particular. There's a red gem there and a red gem there. It seems pretty mirrored. There are these statues here. Seems like an important room, doesn't it? Are these two the same? No. All the statues are different. Who designed this game? Okay. Is that going to be relevant? I don't know. This one's got a sensor and a book. Yeah, the art style is very pretty. Hi, Jazza. Welcome in. Okay. I'm just going to have to assume everything's relevant at this point. I don't know how else I'm supposed to assume things. Okay. Wish my spacebar worked every time I used it. I mean, that's life. I'm not gonna jump back into the game every time I take a picture, because it's more annoying for me, but you're not missing anything besides me walking a little bit. Big, 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 big statue. Okay. I have not been doing a good job taking photos and stuff until this moment, because this one in particular looks like it's a very serious amount of puzzling. Alright. Okay, I think that's everything in here we care about. We're gonna move on this way. The door is locked. Hold on. We're not gonna move on this way. We're gonna move on this way. What does rank 8 mean? Glad to hear it, Ray. Is that a real question? No, that was me being sarcastic. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna guess that's up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe? Just assume, unless I specify it twice, that anything I ask is not a real question. But that would be my guess as to what rank means. We got a gem. Some wine, unlabeled. I don't know. Nothing in here seems particularly puzzly. It's a deer head. Oh, that might be relevant. All right. 2 drawings on the wall next to the deer head from left to right. Okay, what's going on here, game? Ah! Sorry, my screenshot program's being annoying. Glad I have it, though. Okay. Let's see. Anything else relevant in the dining room here? There's these triangle things. I don't think that's anything. He has a safe word. I will be abundantly clear if anything is actually a real question. You can kind of just assume, though, that I don't want any hints or any help. But I will be, like, sarcastically saying things sometimes. I'm gonna guess that's locked. Maybe they both are, based on the keyholes there. Oh, no, they're not. This requires a gem. I do have gems, though. The prince is blue? There's a prince? Alright, let's take a look here. My metal detector just beep? It did. Hammer time. Oh! So one-time use, or just always? Hmm. No, nothing here seems that relevant that I can see. Gosh, unless it's the pattern of the vines or something. That would be absurd, though, right? Surely not. If it's as detailed as the pattern of vines, I am more than happy to find this place again. Okay, there was a light spoiler. I think I can dig here if I have a shovel. I did see someone digging at one point. But I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I don't think anything here seems super relevant. I mean, there's 4 trees. It's all symmetrical, right? There's this thing sticking out of the wall randomly. I don't think that's relevant, though. Yeah, there's a few boards and stuff. Alright, wait, where am I? I keep pressing M for map. Alright, we're gonna try and get back over here. This is actually perfect. Because I don't care about going back to the chapel, because I can already get back there. We can take this. Alright, we're down to 40 steps. There's a yellow pillow. shoes. Gramophone. Is that what they're called? Gramophones? That's relevant. Yeah, I wonder if that's a clue of some kind, huh? We'll look at that in just a second. All right. So this is called the Boudoir? Boudoir? I freaking hate French words, man. Okay. Boudoir. I feel like that didn't help me at all. Boudoir? Boudoir. Boudoir. Okay, that makes some sense. I think I got it now. Boudoir. All right, let's take a look here. Guess we'll go with this one. Okay. Picture on the mirror on the vanity. My spacebar is actually broken. This picture's gonna be huge, by the way. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take another one backed up so we can see everything. Pictures on the wall. Yeah, let's do it like this. I just know one of these times I'm gonna get confused about my mouse clicker there and think it's part of the picture. I'm just gonna call it art because I'm gonna include the I'm gonna include the fan. Yeah, chat, please quickly remind me if I'm doing stuff and the game is not on screen. It's kind of annoying for me to swap back easily. So if you're watching and the game is suddenly like not on screen while I'm not taking pictures, just tell me really fast so I can fix it. So the game's not on screen right now, but I am taking screenshots, so it's just quicker for me to do it that way. Okay, and now if I do that, now we're back in the game. No spoilers, it was Professor Plum in the dining room with the candlestick. Very likely, actually. There was a candlestick in the dining room. Okay. Hmm. This looks like a box you could open, right? Like, I don't know. There's no, like, indication at all that that's the case. Oh, that looks like something you could open. Maybe. Not everything is a clue. Safe behind the... What do you... Chat, what do you call those things that are like the, like the things women change behind in the old movies? The thing that the safe is behind. Curtain? It's not a curtain, though. It's like a paper curtain. I'll call it a paper curtain until someone corrects me. Folding screen. Okay. I'm learning stuff. That one you can tell me, because that's not a spoiler. Probably not a spoiler. Actually, I don't know. I'm going to assume that's not a spoiler. Modesty barrier. What the heck? Room divider? Why do you all have different names for it? Okay, I'm going to call it... I like this paravent word the most. Many such uses. All right. Oh, this is actually a mirror that's behind. Oh, well. Sorry, chat. You weren't very useful today. Well, you remember what it is that way? Wait, what do you mean, Inch? I am in the French room. It's called a boudoir or something like that. There's lots of shoes on the ground. I don't think their shoes are going to be super relevant. Um, the shadows made this look more interesting than it was. This is just a flower. Okay. The code is redacted. I'm going to guess it has 10 in it. Surely you can't just figure it out in this room, right? That'd be really cool if you could, though. There's something in this photo I missed. Well, here's the safe. The safe got moved. There were a bunch of presents in here, too. Do I have to come play this game again on Christmas to see this? So they got the safe as a gift? If you put the wrapping paper around the handles of the safe, that's not going to be a surprise to anyone who opens it. All right, we got lights. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff here. It was a safe? No way. Oh gosh. My brain is looking at all the possible thingies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! 10 is the number of bulbs. 10 was the thing on the wall. It's a very secure box. It makes it more fun to unwrap. Makes it more work to unwrap, or some more work to wrap. I didn't realize this was a bit. That's a fun one, though. Oh my gosh. You, like, shake the box? Is this a dog? Although that's a fun bit as well. Gosh, I can't really zoom in on the picture anymore. I feel like the mirror is going to tell me something, but it's too far back, right? Like, there's no way I'll be able to pick stuff out on there. Something about this is, like, a huge clue. I just know it. The safe got moved into the wall behind the mirror there. I don't know. I'm kind of intentionally going full conspiracy because it's fun, but I don't think it will be very relevant here. Is this window open? Look at that outside world. So the rooms must change depending on where you are in the house, because right now we are on the outside edge. But I bet these windows aren't here. If you are... This is an interior room. Or maybe this can't be an interior room. Maybe this has to be an edge room. Maybe that's how it's decided. Okay, this had a Santa hat on it. Now it just makes me think of Slenderman. Alright, I think that's everything I really care about in here. Like, I could look at the shoes. I don't know. They don't seem that relevant to me. There's, like, a pair of purple shoes and a pair of blue shoes. I'm gonna move on. Oh, the door is locked. Rank 8 is all the way up here. Let's try going interior here. Oh, these are both gem requirements. Security seems really interesting, though, for a lot of reasons. So I think we're going to go ahead and go in there. What the heck? Oh, we get a cutscene. Hey, Aristophat, welcome in. Calm down, Simon. Just a room. I wonder if Simon as a character is going to be relevant. Because it almost feels like you could have made this game and just been like your own self-insert character. It's interesting that they would give the character like make it an actual exact person. Person who walks very slow, by the way. Like, come on, Simon. It's 4 steps. Didn't have to take 10 minutes. I haven't even seen any of these rooms yet. Some kind of book nook. The piano room. The recital room, maybe? It's me! Oh, it's on a delay. Okay. I was like, why am I also not pointing? Oh, I already walked forward. Okay, metal detector's happy. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay. That coffee looks disgusting. Looks like they just drew over it. Oh, there's a coin down there. I was wondering why it was beeping. Key card goes in there. It's probably been there for years. That was my thought. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of stuff here. What does it say? Unless written by hand. Why is it so hard to read? Okay. Hold on, before we continue here. What is the name of this room? Okay, so it's just security. Security! We've got a complicated order. Unless written by hand. Okay. I mean, it's definitely shell-shaded. I'm just kidding. I just thought it was funny that the coffee was silly. QWERTY. It's interesting to go into that much detail for the keyboard, but the coffee was just like someone scribbled on it. Why is the shift key? Oh, that's the enter key, right? Are these the same? Are they different? There's a third keyboard. The letters are bolder on this one, I feel like. By a lot. Wait a minute. Whoa! Didn't expect this. View estate inventory. Okay, well, I didn't miss anything. Keycard system. Security doors that are locked with the estate can only be unlocked with electronic keycard. Keycard system is currently operational. There's a lot of choices I have here. All of a sudden. Huh. I guess we want less. Surely we should set the power out to unlock, right? I'm not sure why that would be bad for what we're trying to do. Unless like there's going to be someone chasing us. Is there going to be someone chasing us? Security level and okay. Are there any keys that are more worn? Yeah, they look all about the same level worn to me. Okay, no matter what, that just brings me in. Oh, I have to press enter to leave. Seems like an oversight. I almost called this a rook. Okay. I called it a rook again. A knight. Security. Oh my gosh. But what just happened? No, Gemini, don't write for me. There's a phone here. Phone does not appear to have any numbers on it. That's rotating. I assume they all are. Yeah, they all are. Clock is still clocking. It's like 2:10 right now. I'm not sure if like we actually run out of time. Seems likely that that's possible. Okay, I haven't looked over here yet. No problem, Nebula. Understandable. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this stuff. Effective the first week of December, payroll will be live out and seasonal staff will manage electronically. For all live out. Huh. I don't know what that means. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff. There we go. I misread that. Will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out of the electronic computer terminals in the estate. Oh no, the terminal password. Starts with an S, it looks like. Two of these terminals will be found at security, where the punch clock is used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions, concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Can I read that in the thing? Oh, sorry, we are in this view here. Yeah, game not on screen. My bad. We got it now. Gosh, I can... It's very annoying because I can just, like, barely almost read it. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of this and see how much I can zoom in. Does seem like it starts with an S. It might be an 8, but it looks like an S to me. Maybe ends with like an ND? Well, that looks like an N and a D. And maybe an END? I don't know if they're supposed to, like, you're supposed to get it from that, though. That seems unlikely to me. Silk. Oh, it could be a G at the end. Or an O, even. Yeah. I feel like there's more information we need here. Might be related to, like, Babbage, though. I don't think so. Alright. There's a tiger and a cake pan. Tiger is just, like, there. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to gain entry. What? Is that how antechamber is spelled? Oh, it is. Why did I think it was like anti? It's all a conspiracy. Keycards access security doors are more likely to appear in higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. I'm going to guess that means that this way is north, although there's not really a confirmation of that anywhere. Okay. I do wonder if... Oh! Hold on. Hold on. I'm remembering something right now. This. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies, unless they're written by hand. So I don't think this is written by hand, so that would make this a lie. Didn't we see a red memo early on? I thought that was just like explaining game mechanics. That was a lie? I guess I should have started taking pictures earlier. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything in here that's relevant. There's a microwave. Can't press the buttons. I assume this is a coffee maker, but if that's the kind of coffee it makes, I'm not sure I want it here. Ooh, I do not have gems, so parlor is the only option. What is a star? Huh. Oh, this is the blue box? The blue box is true? The blue box is empty. I'll come back to that. That's grand... I don't even know what the word for it would be. Is there a word for that? This is like a winding key? Component of the pilot game. Okay. Great grandpappy we'll go with. Grunkle? Yeah, we'll go with Grunkle. Grunkle Herbert. Help me. What's he looking at? Me. What is that collar? The dude's neck is so huge that he got a collar that makes him look normal. Alright. Let's see. Anything relevant back here? That looks like a puzzle game up there. That's not a knight. That's like a horsey. That's not related to the chess thing. These seem kind of important. All right. What is the name of this place? Parlor. Okay. Okay, I am kind of vaguely aware of this room, that it's kind of like a logic puzzle to work out. Do apologize, there are ads going on right now. I think the music stopped. Should read these though. I'm just gonna take pictures of everything, man. Could be relevant. Sometimes the music will just stop. I mean, I'm about to die. Okay. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the old hams past Thursday. I mean, hold on. I'm just going to make this smaller and then go back to the game. If I'm being frank, can we figure out the... Okay. It had been quite a while since we'd been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is a rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. I had mentioned that you'd rather singular parlor game I had played some years back. I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included in this letter all the details you will need to share with a guest, should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friends, Miss M. Lowry? Something along those lines. Okay. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. So 2 of these boxes could be lying, or 2 of them could be telling the truth. Okay, so we gotta logic this out. If this one is a lie, then this one would also have to be a lie. Then this one would have to be true. Okay, so that's one possibility. Lie, lie, true. But that doesn't solve the puzzle, because that could mean that the treasure is in either of these. So I don't think that's the answer. Hi, Luigi, welcome in. So let's start with this statement is the true one. This is the blue box. Then this would be true as well. And then this one would have to be a lie. Again? Wait, did I do that right? That doesn't seem to solve the problem, does it? Alright, let's start over here then. If this statement is true, then these would both have to be lies? No, one of these could be true. This one could not be true, because then this one would be false. Wait. This one has to be true. There's no doubt about that, right? I forgot. The box is blue. It's not a lie. There we go. Okay. So these 2 have to be true, which makes this one the false one. That doesn't completely narrow it down, though. Hey, Magnolia, welcome in. This is the blue box. Like, that is undoubtedly a true statement, right? Unless it can lie about obvious facts. I'm not sure. So this one has to be false, which means one of these 2 has the object in it. But it wouldn't narrow it down to like a 50-50, would it? I just realized there's a pawn in there. I don't know why I didn't notice that was a pawn before. Hold on. Today we learned Algo is colorblind. Wait, is this not blue? Hi, Ray, welcome in. I think this is confirming that this is a true statement. This has to be true, because the box is, in fact, actually blue. Let me read those rules again real quick. Make sure I'm not losing my mind. Only false statements. So does that mean one of the boxes can have, like, a neutral statement? I guess there is probably no such thing as a neutral statement. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm concerned about, Ocean. Because that would imply that my reasoning is not right. Because I'm only down to a 50-50 right now. Blue box is empty. Has to be a false statement based on this. Because these two have to be true. Or is it because this being false is the only thing that can give me the correct answer that this has to be true, and then these two are somehow false? The blue box is true. This is the blue box. Like, I don't know, it's blue box, right? So, like, it has to be. Okay, I want to do an escape room with you. I've actually done pretty well in escape rooms. The blue box is empty. Is somehow these two the false ones and this the true one? Or actually, hold on. Other way around. These two the true ones and this is the false one. Oh, wait. These two are true. This has to be false. What am I doing? My brain is, like, not working, I guess. Obviously. I don't know. Like, when I read this, I somehow thought it had to be the true one. I don't know why. I'll get better at that. Yes, these two have to be true. That means this one has to be false. Okay. I don't know why my brain didn't process that correctly the first time I read it. The fire is out, too. I'm very concerned about these pieces. I'm starting to wonder if this looks a little bit like a chessboard. Am I supposed to keep track of, like, where those pieces are? What does empty mean? Maybe, like, the soul is empty. Yeah, if you guys do want to discuss spoilers, there is a spot on the Discord to do that, which I will never look at until maybe I'm completely done with everything. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think that's relevant. No, because this looks kind of chessboardy, right? And I'm wondering if I redo the day, if the chess pieces will be in different spots. Because there's like a pawn here and a horsey here, a knight here, and somewhere down here was a... I think there was a rook in here? Or a bishop. There was a bishop in here. Which kind of makes sense in the chapel to begin with. Alright, let's go through the door. Oh, it's locked. Ugh, I've only got the one key. I want to go back and read that red statement, I think. I wonder if that persists. Like, I wonder if this fact up here about the blue memos and the red memos will be true for every single run, or if it's just this one. Is this, like, permanently true? Or this is permanently not true, rather, and this is permanently true. Guess we'll find out. All right. I am going to go back to the dining room, I think. I think it was locked south. No, maybe it wasn't. Okay. I'm okay with using a few steps for this. This feels like something that gets opened at some point. Okay. Oh, this is locked, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Good deal. Ooh. I do have a gem. Okay. So that does not connect to the gem. But I do want to get back to the hallway, and this seems like the fastest way to do that. Without having to go through the chapel. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. We might take a few pictures in here. Okay, these are just rules, it looks like. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans. Okay. That I don't think is anything conspiratorial or crazy there. Dude, where did he get this collar? It's so big. You can't take the pictures? Watch me. This looks relevant to the clock room we saw before. Alright, I mean... Let's head on down here. This is... Is it the drawing room? I've already forgotten. Yeah, the drawing room. Okay, Okay. As a note, that clock is set to a specific time. I have to imagine that's relevant. So let's gather that information now. It looks to be 1:30. All right. Wait, what's going on? Okay. All right. That one wasn't a hard puzzle. Is that the first puzzle besides the logic one that I've actually solved? Yeah. Turned candlestick holder revealed a wall safe. Reveled in it, in fact. took me ages to spot. That was like the first thing I saw. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just brained at this point to like try and look for any little thing. Is this moving? It is moving. We are not very close to 130 as a note. Which was the time in this thing here. And if I get to midnight, does the game just stop? Probably does. Hope not. Those arrows seem somewhat relevant, but I'm not sure why. Let's just get this photo in our repertoire here. There we go. Do it like this. Above mantle. Did I use about mantle? Just say above fireplace. Alright, this one's a west wall. Gosh, I wish I could write. Okay. Alright. Anything else? I think every room probably has a clock on it to make sure you can keep track of time pretty well. Seems like some of the puzzles will have to do with the time. Okay, so every single one of these portraits has like some amount of length underneath them, it seems. Looks like it's the distance between their feet. I'm not sure why that is relevant. What are silver tools? So the length of their feet is their stride? So a lot of the pictures are the same. Not really sure why any of that's relevant, unfortunately. Ooh. I can't get back if I do this. Oh, this is for a different game. Right. Horses. Why horses? I'm gonna try this. Secret passage sounds interesting. Ah, we get to choose the color. Red Rover, Red Rover. Except we want it to lead to the hallway, so we take the orange. Secret tunnel! That bat has the funniest face. What is with that face? He's just frowning. Okay. Alright. Hey Alexa, welcome in. Let's grab ourselves heading 1 here. Secret passage. Where you enter. I'm now realizing that, like, north is not going to be relevant, is it? Because if I drafted this room from a different direction, it would just flip all of this stuff, probably. Some of the stuff might be better on a spreadsheet. Yeah, I'm not sure how I would do it on a spreadsheet, though. Above fireplace. I think I have to do it in terms of the entrance. I wish I could spell the word. Wow, okay. ENT trans. Okay, that makes sense. Robin is the fast builder. I'm gonna say east and still say, like, south and stuff. See if that's relevant later. I think, actually... God, I wish I knew how to spell trans. What is wrong with my brain today? Okay. Is this not how I entered? I actually think the north is correct, because you probably can enter from those things. Okay, never mind. We're gonna keep the directions. I think those are correct. For some cases. Alright, anyways, I got distracted. Print screen. Get our very, very sad bat. It's the saddest face you've ever seen. Look at that sad face. It's so sad. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Maybe we'll re-put stuff into a spreadsheet later. But for now, there's, like... doesn't feel like there's anything I could do that would help with that. Like, I don't know how to organize things into a spreadsheet at this point. I guess I could have, like, different pages. But I'm kind of doing that here. That's why I'm headlining everything. Because in Google Docs, you can do this. And I can easily jump between the rooms. Chapel, dining room, passage. So that's going to be my main method of dealing with that for now. Let's see if there's any knight pieces here. Aha! There is, in fact, a pawn. I forgot what these things are called. Alright, let's see if this works. I'm not sure it will. Double checking, it is in fact an orange room. Yes, it does lead to the hallway. I wonder what would have happened if I picked something else. If I didn't pick orange, would it just get stuck because that room already existed? Probably. Wow, I did not even think about taking pictures. Okay, so apparently this is the truth actually, because is this handwritten? How do I tell if something's handwritten? Ugh. Chicken name? Luigi. Or Michael. How do I tell if something's handwritten? Alright. Question for chat. Not the one I just asked, but will it become obvious to me at some point if something is handwritten? Okay. I'm gonna go with that that's not handwritten then. Because I have only seen notes that look like that, I feel like. That's on red and blue. Alright, this is the hallway, I believe. Alright, that does not appear handwritten, so as a result of that, I'm pretty sure that that's kind of a true statement. Let's see, we can check on security here. Blue memos are true, red memos are true, unless written, or red memos are lies unless they're written by hand. Oh, so this is a false statement. Okay, that's why I wanted to double check that. So this is just not true. I don't even know where the red wing is. The west wing is. I guess it's like the west side of the building. I wonder if this is... Again, I don't know if these memos are going to change every time we walk in the house or if they're always true. I guess we'll find out. Having a second run is going to do a lot of work for this. I think this picture is fine here to get both the photos. Okay. Why am I bolded? Must accidentally press Control B. Photos in the long, say on the long side. Love, wait, what are these called? It's not a paperclip, it's a safety pin. There we go. Safety pin and tree. Truly. Also nice flowers here. Anything else fun? I don't think I saw this rook before, did I? There's a rook in the nook. Oh god, that's so obvious. Okay. Wait a minute. I've seen a bunch of pawns through here. There's a bishop here. This is the right length of a chessboard, isn't it? No, it's too long on this side. Right? Because it would be rook, knight. Yeah, I saw a knight over here. Okay, so that's not quite it. Okay, I will enter here because I did not do a good job examining this room. Gosh, I didn't do a good job examining rooms until I got to the chapel for some reason. Okay. All right, let's get this done with. Heading 1, nook. Okay. Oh, I already saw this picture. Huh. Okay, I already talked about that. Mel, how are you doing today? Welcome in. I think I'm just gonna keep that as a photo. I don't know how to describe it other than vaguely where it is. Even then, though, it's hard to do here. All right, we do have a rook in the nook. That feels intentional. I don't know if it is. I'm still not sure if the pieces are like room bound or if they're going to be like position bound. Because part of my thought process is be like, oh, this spot here is always going to be the rook, Or is the rook always going to be in the nook? I assume there's also books in the nook. There's books and rooks in the nook. Okay, none of these buttons work. The fact that I saw the same picture twice kind of worries me. Does that imply, like... I don't know what it would imply. You played to recite some Dr. Seuss? Perhaps. I almost don't want to step in here to lose my thing, but also I should have taken pictures. There's two things over there that I should have taken pictures of. Corridor and the den. I will lose, lose, gain, gain. Okay. We're gonna go open this chest first. It's not quite 1:30 yet. This might be the thing, though, that you open at 1:30. The den seemed to have one, too. Should I care about the stuff in here? I assume I should. Can I get enough pictures of the closet without having to go in? I think I can. Wow, what are you doing, Diana? Sorry that happened. I'll just do that. Alright, uh-huh. I didn't even really know what to look for. There's a kitchen timer in here. There's a scale. I don't know if you can move stuff. Lux coffee, flour, sugar. I'm not really seeing anything like photo worthy. There was this note. I guess we can do that here. Seems probably important. Okay. Is it even kitchen? This is the pantry. Okay. Okay. Tea! A pantry after my own heart. Two thermoses, a jug. Oh, there are some photos here. Okay. A rosary and a crowbar. That's two extremely normal photos to put close to each other. Oh, don't do that. There we go. That's what we want. All right. Surely that's a clue of some kind. That's not how you spell coffee. Doesn't seem like a mistake. Those are spelled right, and so is T. I thought the tea was gone for a second. I was like, where'd the tea go? Someone spilt the tea. Yeah, I cannot climb the ladder, sadly. There's like a box up there. Can't move the ladder either, it seems. No. Grinder. Sugar, still spelled correctly. I wonder if there's like another country I'm unaware of that spells coffee that way. I somehow doubt it though. Alright. Smash! Ooh, we got a key out of it. Nice. Oh, we got a pawn. An origami crane. And whatever the heck that is. Okay, hold on. Okay. This is the bedroom. Flyer. This looks extremely similar to the photo in the main hall. They're both like a watercolor style, and the town looks almost exactly the same. There's a hat here too. There's also a Southern Cross picture on the wall here. Pawn, puzzle box, and Southern Cross. There's also an onion, which it's a shame Onion here isn't here to see this. We'll just say other cabinet here. Other cabinet and hand pointing down. Okay. Nothing here seems all that special, though. Portrait. So Grunkle is great uncle. What is great aunt? Grant? I like that. I don't know what suggestions you're trying to pull with me there. Those don't make any sense. Okay. All right. We smashed open the box. Uh-huh. Seems like there was a lot of stuff in here. Could have easily missed. All right. We got the pawn. All right, well. Did all this. I really think we should probably document this main hall, unfortunately. These are two different busts, aren't they? Yeah, those are definitely two different people. One's got a bow tie. This looks like it's Reddington, or whatever the heck that place was. All right. This is called the entrance hall. I do start there every day. That's true. I might want to have access to what it says, though, or what's there when I'm not there. Y'all can see how bad I am at spelling. All right, what's the name of it? Reddington. Forgot the G, that's why. Okay. Let's see here. Do I need all of these? Probably not. I think those are just rules. That looks familiar. I've seen that in a few places. I'm just gonna say Holly-ish. Core. Seen in a few places. I have seen this in a few places before. Don't know how relevant that is, though. Two busts. Typing too fast. Okay. Okay. Alright, pretty happy with that. I'm afraid if I walk out, it'll end the day, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, took care of this. Took care of this. Have not taken care of you. This is called the corridor. So my theory is that light will only come in, like, when you're on one side or the other. Maybe the corridor can only appear here, but I doubt that. Seems like a room that could come up a lot. So would this wall have something else on it if we were not on the side of the house? No clue. Sounds like a find for a different time. Exactly. Which is why I'm just kind of speaking it out loud. I'm not asking for an answer. I'm asking myself, might be a better way to put it. All right, this is the den? Yes, this is the den. All right, let's look for relevant things in the den. That's not how mountains work, as a note. Generally, at least. Is big clock. So I want to compare this clock to the one that I saw in the drawing room. This one here. No, that is not the same clock, is it? Exotic Mountains, perhaps. Yeah, this one's got like a little thing in the middle there. This one doesn't have that there. So this is not the clock that was in there. Nothing in there. All right, let's take some photos for evidence. Are these swans? They look like swans. I was gonna say geese at first, but I think they're swans. Oh, can't spell. Swans on... I guess it would just be swan imagery. All right, someone just knocked on my door, so I'll be back in a little bit, everyone. I'm actually going to throw some ads up right now because there's going to be ads starting soon anyways. BRB. All right, we are back. It would just be swan imagery appearing above there, and then they're also up there as well. Making out. Wonder if I can push them together somehow to match the clock. I don't seem that way. It looks like a keyhole. That wasn't a keyhole, right? Thank you, Ray. Ah! Sometimes you can't even tell, man. Some things that look like pawns don't look like pawns, you know? I haven't seen a king or a queen yet. Alright. There's 2 photos here. Let's get those. We've got a bean pod. And again, I have no clue what this mountain thing is, but it looks a little bit like the holly imagery we've seen a few times, but like super stated on the mountain there. Oh, dang, I got a big enough photo here. Okay. Anything else relevant in here? I don't believe so. I believe I'm gonna make my way. Oh, I can't go that way. Hold on, what? Oh, it doesn't connect to the drawing room. I guess I'm losing a gold to go back through the chapel. I think it's worth it. Okay, we're at my steps. I am gonna go this way. We do have 2 keys now. Alright, we do have a gem. That locks me. In fact, everything locks me except for the storeroom. I mean, except for the spare room. So we're gonna take the spare room here. Something's blinking. Ah. Piece of gold there. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Name of this is the spare room. One spare room. Really don't know if I have much to add here. I'm just gonna get a picture of the whole room. See if that's relevant later. Alright, is this locked too? It is. Gonna go for it. I can turn off the power. That will let me access a few things. This seems better though, because it's not likely both of those rooms are locked. East Wing Hall. If we can go up one more, we get our dinner. I don't know how important that'll be, but it might be. I don't know really what to add here. I'll get these 2 photos, I guess. East Wing Hall. Not really sure anything else in here is relevant. I'm not seeing anything, though. There's the luggage here, but I don't see anything about it that's interesting or stands out. Same with, like, the flower here. There's another, like, onion vase, but there's a hat. I've noticed a few hats so far. Maybe that is something I should be paying attention to. Not sure yet. Dang, that's locked. This locked too? Yeah, they're both locked. Okay, kind of a problem, actually. I think I'm basically out of places to go then. East Wing Hall, it does exist? Oh, is this something you had trouble finding? Yeah. Alright, I am out of keys. I think I'm out of places to search then. I'm gonna go back to the dining room and see if the food showed up. I don't think it did, though. Hashtag bingo problems. The food did not show up. Okay. Oh, this wasn't locked. Cool. I don't know how to... You can't tell, I guess. I'm gonna go for the rumpus room. I don't know if gold is maintained between days, but it might be. And there's apparently 8 gold in here. Backgammon. Isn't it pronounced badminton? Or is that a different game? Alright, that was everything. Please choose the rumpus room. Oh, I can insert a coin. Okay, let's look around first. Alright. Okay. Rumps room. Backgammon. Yeah, I played it when I was really young, Ocean. I vaguely remember it. I just can't remember what it was called. I do recall playing it myself. I also don't really remember the rules. Something about, like, you place down chips of certain colors in certain places, and then that prevented you from placing other ones. Let's see here. There's a water cooler. Lots of drinks. I don't know if these things are relevant, but I'm going to get a picture with just all the games in it. It's really hard to read them, but we saw that coffee was misspelled before. So it's possible that's relevant somehow? My favorite board game. Splitty pick? It's cut off slightly. Crazy chess. God, I really cannot read these. Trivia. Something? Looks like it says trivia board, but the R is missing. But it could be something else. I don't know. I feel like as difficult as this is to read on like a normal screen, there's no way that that's a clue of some kind. There's a hat here. I'm more and more worried the hats are relevant in some way.
as it was foretold.
Interesting.
I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
Okay.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara, and I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see
Whoa.
a boy.
I see a boy too.
A boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
Oh no.
I hear the wind blowing.
Oh, dang it. You
The
can't
flag
pause it.
does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day,
Oh!
I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. I think I got everything. All right. Great Elzara told me. And beach. I can see why people wanted me to have something to write down now. It's something. Oops. Is that what he said? Something I couldn't find, I think? I'm gonna put that in parentheses because I'm not 100% sure on that. Something like that, though. A black cat attached to a red flag. The flag doesn't move in the wind. Wonderfully done here. Okay. Oh, dang. Okay. A door with a said rogue moon. Would always be locked with no key. Okay, and then finally, there is a lost room beyond the dark waters. Okay, I think that's everything he said, for the most part, besides the other stuff. Besides everything else he said. All right. Okay. Once you have drawn floor plans, you must select. That makes sense, actually. I'm not a gem, so it's kind of my only choice. Plus side, it gives me some stuff. Make sure we didn't miss like a pawn or something. I don't think I did. There's a fish. Alright. Plus 10 steps. We got another key. Oh, we're not done yet. Wasn't expecting that. So, anchor, whale, pawn. Very nice. Okay, guest bedroom. Okay. Anything else relevant here? There's a note on the desk here. Gotta take a picture of that now. It says rank 3. Okay, note says, Sinclair, I just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. The billiard room exists. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. So all these people walking through this house knew about this, huh? It was well worth the wait, though. As I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Okay. So one thing I want to do on these things... I want to be able to make this searchable. So it mentions darts and the billiard room. That's not how you spell that word. Oh, it's right up here. Bill, and then I... Oh, that is how you spell it. It does not look right to me. This is darts. The billiard room. And Lord Everson? Evanson. Okay, not Everson. Okay, that should be good. Anything else relevant here? The dresser, some clothes. There's kind of a general nautical theme going on in here. The cake thing and the tie are here. I'm suspecting to believe that some of these pictures aren't actually relevant here. Because I'm recognizing them from various places. But I'm going to do it regardless. Okay, so fun fact. If we go north here, we can make it to the 8th rank. I now can see that they're actually where it tells me there's a rank. You all can't see this because it's cut off, but below the room, like right down here-ish on the screen, it says like rank whatever on there in addition to the room number. And we should have enough here to get through. Okay. Combined inventory to create new items? What does that even mean? Okay, this is another breaker box. I want to keep trying to go. Yeah, I'm aware. Oh, it warned you. I think I knew that, right? It's kind of cool, though. Okay, so this is the workshop. Oh, the sound that it made was the dinner bell, or the dining room, probably, because I made it to rank 8. Probably a lot of stuff in here. Broken lever. I don't think I've seen a place I need that yet. T. There we go. I can get them both in there now. Song and T carved into stone. It's a really nice T. All right. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell. Okay. I can't tell if these lines here are missing parts of the song or like elongated things. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. I feel like they're missing words, actually. Maybe it's T. Stones cut T by hand and letters wrought T. Probably not. Message is bolded. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. It seems like maybe it is an extended thing because this is how recently I've read music, huh? Because the lyrics make sense, like without a missing word there. The note is read, the letter is not. These are all like fairly normal notes, by the way, and then you get here. Like, what on earth is happening here? That is like a. Does that mean like it's a really high pitched note because it's way above the line here? So it's like do 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 or something like that. You can tell I'm very skilled at music. I do not know my musical stuff very well. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to learn some of it. Hey, Melissa, welcome in. I do like the message is just bolded. I will, in fact, indicate that. Lyrical word message is bolded. Let's put message in quotation marks so I know I'm talking about it and not using it. Are you winning, girly pop? I might be, Jess. I might be. How are you doing, Jess? Welcome in. Can we get an exclamation mark Jess in chat? Jess is a wonderful streamer here on Twitch. Make sure you go give them a follow if you're not already doing so. Now I'm just singing Message in a Bottle. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. The letter is T, I think. I think that's generally how you're supposed to sing it. Been funny if it like worked with my microphone. Oh, I don't remember how to read music well enough to understand if these notes are weird at all. Normally there's just one of these things though. Is this implying there's like two different instruments playing simultaneously? Because there's one up here and one down here. This one has like the cleft. I remember that's called like a something cleft. Don't know what this is called though. Wrong, Jess. Ray. Jess has one S. Do you want like the musical answer? You know, that's not really spoilers. Yes, I'll take the musical answer. I think it's okay to know that. That I think I can be spoiled on, because otherwise I'm just gonna have to go look it up. But yeah, what's the difference between these two lines, I guess would be my question. This one has a lot more notes. Then this one has more here. Ah, okay. Treble is the top and then bass is the bottom. Police are gonna get ya. You're fine, Ray. Top is right hand. Okay, so these are like piano. There is a piano. I would be a little terrified if I had to play this on the piano as part of a puzzle. I really hope that's not the case. It also has a number 8. I wonder if that's because I'm on rank 8? Or this is like the 8th sheet in the music? Alright. Almost wrote letter 8. You've played, Jess? I thought you haven't played this yet. Okay, yeah, I thought, okay. Yeah, I'd be a little terrified if I had to learn how to play sheet music as a part of the puzzles for this game. Vaguely understand notes, that's believable. Having to play the entire thing? Yeah, I can't wait to perform somersaults on the piano. I don't think that's what people do. The word letter message is bolded. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this bottom part here, the note is red, the letter is not. I feel like the letter is referring to this T here, but I have no idea what that means. Ooh, we could. I'm sure people have. A game like this, I'm sure people have like played the music before. It might be a real song too. There's been a lot of like real references in this. Yeah, that's a good point. Bandsaw, a grinder, a big cog. You ever feel like a cog in the machine? Okay, so I can do something with this workbench. Kind of scared of what it is. Nope. No. Wait, you can do this? Ooh, that is interesting. It doesn't look like it looks like I need one more thing though, because there's another plus here. Okay, that did not work. Okay, fun fact. I will keep this for future use. Actually, hold on. Let's get the whole thing here. So I need one more thing at least. Algo is learning. I know. This is my first run still. I've been playing the first run for like 2 hours. Okay, I do have one more key, right? No, I don't. So this is... Oh, no, it lets you. Oh, wow. I don't have a gem for this, sadly. I guess we'll take the billiard room here. Okay, hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can just barely make it back right now to the dining room. I don't know how much the dining room is going to give me, though. I want to find out. Wait, the billiard room is, like, so important. Hold on, we just did a thing about this, didn't we? It was in the guest bedroom. Yeah. So, I appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It was well worth the wait, though. I enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Okay. Let's see here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, slight spoiler, everybody. If I hit 0, does it end immediately, or can I still stay in the room I'm in? I will accept this. That's okay for you to tell me. Does it end immediately upon hitting 0, or when I enter the next room? You will not be able to click anything when you hit 0. Okay. Well, this is a really hard choice then, because I want to go to the dining room. It's possible the dining room gives me something that allows me to, like, continue for longer. But if I go to the billiard room, I can't go to the dining room, and I can't guarantee the dining room will give me enough steps to get back to the billiard room. So I'm basically choosing between the two. Well, I guess you could think about it logically here. If I go to the dining room, if I go to the billiard room, I guaranteed cannot go to the dining room. But if I go to the dining room, there's a chance I can still go to the billiard room. Oh, that's hard. Oh, that's hard. We'll save the billiard room for another day. Let me double check the math here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Ah! That's easy. That's really good. Is it random what dinner you get? I wonder. Y'all, I'm hungry now. Alright. Alright, that will allow us to get back. Goodbye, dinner. Game feels like it almost just crashed there for a second. Alright, let's see if anything changed in this room. It's not looking like it. Did I miss that pawn before? Yeah, pawn was not in there in my picture here. I don't think that changed. I think I missed it. It feels huge. You start with 50, but I was almost out, so 20 is big for that. Om nom 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 nom. That's how I am eating fish too. Gotta kill a few steps on the way back though. All right, new room. We made it all the way to the top here too. I don't think anything here is relevant. This is all just snooker stuff or pool stuff. The glass here. Oh gosh. There's got to be some puzzle involving this, huh? Can't lean down at all. Okay, so there's definitely a puzzle with the darts. All right, let's go ahead here. Heading 1, billiard room. Painting the whole world. And a box with the holly symbol on it. Okay, that should be enough information there. Okay, so there's numbers and stuff. I wonder if it's like a thing we need to figure out. The Q is not pointed at any particular thing. So 15 ball, a 13 ball, I don't know, 8 ball, 5 ball, Q ball. Yeah, okay. So here's our mathematical puzzle. I hope I have unlimited tries. I know it has something to do with math. There's definitely a thing here. Okay, so it's in the 16s? Can I click anything besides? I can click the numbers on the outside. If I click 16, it went from 16 to 3 and 15. Oh boy. That could mean a lot of things. 3 is a factor of 15. I don't know what clicking 16 did to do that, though. New Math. I was thinking New Math by Mo Burnham. Oh, you can't just walk away from it. Okay, there's plus minus times divided. Plus minus times divided. They are in the same order on both sides, so maybe that's relevant? I've only seen things on the inside here. There's 2 here. Maybe we're supposed to subtract them, because it's the second thing we're doing. So that would be 13. I went back to 16. Okay. So we restarted. Click 16. 3 and 15. Maybe this is the first one, because there's actually 2 of them. So we add them together for 18. Then we subtract them for 2. Wait, that actually worked. What is going on? Bye, Jess. Thanks for hanging. Did that actually work? Okay, then we got 2 here. 5 and 12. I think multiplying those might be a little too big. Hold on. Unless maybe it like wraps back around, so it's like mod 20. Well, 5 times 12 is 60, right? Yeah. That's divisible by 20, so that would make it 20. No, okay. Huh. Okay, cool. It kind of worked so far. These are different numbers now. This is not the same as it was before. 10 and 12 would be a lot bigger. I know, right, Ocean? That's what emotes are supposedly for. Maybe we subtract them again. Oh, no, we did subtract them. Yeah, that's how we got here last time. Multiplying isn't working. Well, this is the same as before, right? Because there was... No. Dividing wouldn't work either. Maybe we should just try and add or subtract again. So it's either 18 or 7? Try adding first. No, it didn't work. Okay. So adding maybe when they're both inside like this? So adding these together gives us 18. And then subtracting when they're like this? That worked before, right? So then 2. 12 minus 5 is 7. Oh, okay. Okay. Welcome in, Stevie. We're doing well. This is in the pink now. Multiplied, maybe? Because it's the third row? Subtract when it's 1 and 2. So add when it's 1 and 1. Subtract when it's 1 and 2. Multiply when it's 1 and 3? That'd be 20. Oh, God. Order of operations would dictate one thing, but logic would dictate the other, perhaps. 30 minus 4 would not work. So maybe we just go in the other order instead, the order we've been doing things, which makes it 6 times 3, which is 18. Oh! Wait, are we actually really good at this? Love my silver key. Okay, let's try and write down what I think we figured out here. Oh, it went up there, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Two blues in the first ring. Add together. Oh. Right. Can I just put them here? Guess not. Huh. Subtract. Okay. Oh, now it works. Huh. Try to figure out how to write this. Order of operations. Okay. I don't hate that. Alright, and we got a silver key out of it too, which seems to be important. There's another 8-ball in here, and there's one out here too. I wonder if that's relevant somehow. Seems unlikely that that's relevant. Special keys. Ooh. What? This seems really good, right? Seems like there's a lot of stuff in here. Deposit box key. Safe deposit box key. Well, why isn't it that easy? I found the antechamber. Why can't I go in? Alright, let's go ahead here. And do conference room. Oops. I think this is going to explain the room, so let's do this. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Oh, does that imply that as I was placing certain rooms, some other items were placed in rooms I had already been in? That kind of makes some sense, actually. Okay, so that would necessitate backtracking in some cases. So does that imply that that security key we just got was one such key? Would that be in the security room? That makes sense, but I don't remember seeing anything that would unlock in there. We only have 15 steps, so it's kind of important if we have to go somewhere that we can figure out where that key goes to. I can't think of anything else. Any other place here that would have a security key? Or a vault key. Right. Well, let's get these pictures. Corn and a match. Very important here. What is causing those weird shadows? Like, seriously, what? That's from this? I don't understand what could be causing those shadows. Okay, hold on. They're exactly the same. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Whatever the heck that means. It is now here. Ooh. That is not handwritten, so that is a lie. It's kind of weird. They would give me a safe code that's just completely wrong. But yeah, I guess that's just not true. I don't think we have an office either. Okay. Is this locked? Yeah. Okay. Well, dang. Alright, we're gonna probably use the remainder of our steps to make our way back to the security room. Because I'm not really sure what else we can do at this point. Let's see. We can find a box. That's a box. This is true. This is a lie. This lie is kind of telling us some truth, though. Access levers are no longer required to gain entry. I have a broken lever in my inventory. So this is implying that access levers are required to gain entry because this is a lie. So that's a useful lie. The safe code just not being the right thing seems like an odd thing because that's just not a lie at all. It just is. Alright, I don't think it's in here. I don't see any, like, security boxes or anything. Alright, let's see if there's any other rooms we can open. I'm pretty sure that was locked in the parlor. Oh, funnily enough, the rumpus room connects through to the... Oh, no. I already did that guest bedroom. Okay. I mean... I think we're about done here. I'm gonna see what happens if you walk out the front door. But before I do that, I'm gonna take a picture of this. Call this Run 1. That way, if it turns out that the pieces are in specific locations, I can look at where they are in my above pictures and then figure out where they'd be on the map. Okay, so we're gonna make our way out of here. Which is gonna be kind of close, actually. But we should have 2 left. I'm gonna figure out what happens when we walk out this door. Ooh, counted as another step. Oh, I can make a wish. I mean, I don't know what I expected. All right. It's a little dark out. Probably should spell that right, huh? He touched grass. I don't think I've technically touched grass yet. We can go find out what happens when I do. Oh, you're not allowed to. The game does not allow you to touch grass. Oh, you can! Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, look, it's the mountain. Okay. I mean, that's in fact the mountain. Should give a name to the mountain. I will call you Regent Peak because you look like the Regent from Slay the Spire 2. The head does. Hmm. Oops. Door doesn't open. Well articulated, Algo. Don't go up the stairs. It seems like that drops your step count. Huh. So there's two ways to go here. I'm afraid my steps are going to drop as soon as I start going down here, though. It's letting me? Okay. Okay. I accept this. Ooh. Huh. That looks like somewhere we're going later. There's a bird being really annoying outside right now. It's going. Hmm. Boarded up. Door looks like tracks behind. Hey, Froggy Man. Yeah, I can like make out some railroad tracks behind it. Does not let me jump to my death. Nice try, it said. Bird bath seems kind of irrelevant. Good wind sounds, though. I like that. Can't sit on the bench. This seems like it's going to eat my step. Hold on. Let's get a picture of this first. Whoa, it made a sound. What the heck? This game is called Blueprints. It is a puzzle game. A very, very heavily puzzle game, from what I've come to understand. But basically, I don't know what it's about. You get a deed to your grunkle's house, and he basically tells you have to find secret room 48, and if you do, you win the estate. Apparently, there's even more to it than that, but I haven't gotten that far yet. Where are we going now? Spooky tunnel. I really do not like the sounds it made when I walked in. Be brave for your grunkle. I instinctively try to click my flashlight button. Okay. Appears to dead end. Sure. I will allow you to correct my grammar this time. There's torches. Or sconches, or whatever you call them. I can't go in there? Okay. Alright then. Yeah, I've been told that it's very important to take notes, so I've been taking very careful notes in this game. Alright, let's try over here. I think this is the last place we can go. There's a little gate here. The bird bat. Oh, that counted as a step. Okay, so that was our first day. This might be a better picture than what we were doing before. You think I'm a speedy boy? Alright. East Wing favored is very funny to me. I don't know why. Wait, what? Why are there... Oh, I see. If I continue, then I'm stuck on the run, and I probably can't just, like, leave the game, huh? Frankly, I'm a bit tired. That was a lot for our first day. So I think we're gonna pick this up next time. You can alt F4. Yeah, I don't want to take any more notes though. Probably goes to the menu, right? Save and quit. Oh, that's where the other Holly was. You can't see it because it's behind my portrait, but the loading thing is a Holly looking thing too. All right, and we will be continuing with this next time we play, but I got really tired, so I'm gonna send you guys off somewhere lovely. Let's see who is live and who will accept you willingly. I can't take you guys anywhere. Don't know if we have any other blueprintsers. It seems unlikely. But I do see that Lee is playing some Stardew Valley modded. So why don't we send you all over there? Lee is awesome and will do a good job taking care of you, I'm sure. Let's get that all set up and ready to go here. Okay, we're good. Okay, if y'all don't know Lee is wonderful. Lee is awesome. You'll have a great time over there. Again, thank you so much for hanging out today. It's my first time playing Blueprints, and I think it went pretty well. We just did the first day. I imagine the other days are not going to take nearly as long as the first one did. Every time we discover a new room, we'll take a little bit of time to like mark things down. Maybe the second day will take as long. Okay. However, let's go ahead and send a raid message over here. I believe that Lee has played Blueprints a whole bunch, so why don't you just copy that? We don't need any emotes or anything. We can all have the same message there. Copy that there, and I will catch you guys all in the future. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye! Bye, Ocean. Bye, Starry Jen. Bye, Froggy. Goodbye, Jess and Ray, if y'all are still here. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.